Hey, Tangent folk. Ethan here just to announce that this year I have signed up with Movember and am raising awareness and money towards helping prostate cancer, testicular cancer, mental health and suicide prevention whilst I grow out my facial hair for the entire month of November. As someone with ADHD and generalized anxiety disorder, these things are very close to my heart and have hit really close to home in my life. So any donation towards the Movember Foundation really helps, no matter how small. So head on over to bit.ly/EthanMovember with a capital E and capital M to be redirected to my MoSpace and donate now. I'm also going to be shaving it all off for the first time in more than 3 years at the end of this month, so go to my Instagram at EthanIsAnActor, all one word, for the live stream on the 3rd of December at 4 p.m. GMT. Anyway, hope to see you there. On with the episode.
Tangent.
Hello, and welcome to Tangent. I'm Brandon Ilsley, and I'm joined by the lovely...
That was very violent. That was a big hello.
Yeah, everyone should be awake for this.
Yes, I'm Ethan Leith.
There you are. And if you haven't listened to this podcast before, the whole point is that we just get a random word or phrase and then discuss said word or phrase, seeing what tangents we go on. As always, you can find us in all the places you can listen to a podcast, and that's at tangent.buzzsprout.com. And if you'd like to submit some prompts of your own, you can do so by emailing us at tangentpodcastideas@gmail.com, or just go to the Instagram, drop us a little message, which is at going_on_tangent. Send us a little message, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, How are you, Ethan?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. As of 2 days ago, I was accepted to equity, which means I am now a unionized actor.
Unionize.
I've done what all the Amazon workers could not.
Well, I mean, as we've seen in America, unionized actors definitely just doesn't mean shit, apparently. They will still dangle you from strings.
Yeah, but that's America.
But good career move. I'm proud of you, buddy. Well done.
Yeah, that's the land where I found out the other day. America sometimes uncancels flights. You know how, like, when your flight's cancelled and you're not going on it anymore, sometimes they'll uncancel the flight, and then you don't get your money back if you don't get the flight.
What? That's fucking nuts.
Anyway, though, how are you doing, Brandon?
I was fine until I found out America just steals your money. Well, I kind of knew that.
No.
No.
Did you not know that before?
No, I did. I didn't want to believe it, Ethan. Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
Oh.
Say it again.
And for everyone at home. All right, shush now. Stop. Cease. Ethan. Thank you. For everyone at home, Ethan's got a brand new soundboard so that you might hear some random sounds.
I'm very interested in my new soundboard. I'm hoping that comes through. That might not. I can't see it recording onto any audio track. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna put in a different thing.
It'll be so much funnier if it's just dead silent. It's just me going, ow. Stop. Anyway, yeah, I'm fine. Not been doing much, mate. Not been doing much. I applied for some more jobs outside of... That's caught me so off guard. After I say that as well. Yeah, fuck off, mate. No.
I really hope these sound effects are included. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go and find a drum and a piano sound effect from
and a drum that's like half a second long as well.
Yeah.
My favorite. Anyway, no. So I'm good. I've kind of sort of just been I had a day off again, so chilling, maxing, relaxing.
Nice.
where I can. I have been thinking I need to actually contact our mutual friend, Mr. Benjamin Payne, because I've bought myself some new models and stuff, so I need to get in contact with him about organizing a Warhammer thingy.
Well,
Yeah,
you should do it at his house and then invite me, because I just quite like to watch. Actually, I still to this day have his Warhammer book.
Wait, what? You've got a Warhammer book? Oh yeah, you told me this. You told me this. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we said this last episode. But yeah, I bet Ben lent me a Warhammer book. I've accidentally kept it, but I'm giving it back to him next time I see him, because I was giving it back to him the last time I saw him. Then I left it in my car and forgot to give it back to him.
Well, that's what they all say. What they all say.
Yes. I have gotten him into an amazing game called Cookie Clicker, though.
What's Cookie Clicker, Ethan?
Was that... I can't tell if that was just you were like, ugh, fuck this, or if you just genuinely don't know what Cookie Clicker is.
First off, I don't know what it is, but also it's layered with a hint of, what the fuck is this now? What is Cookie Clicker, Ethan?
Cookie Clicker is a game where there's a cookie on screen and you click it and it gives you a cookie. And then if you get 15 cookies, you can buy a cursor that clicks for you. And that cursor will click for you. You get to 100 cookies.
It's a fucking like do nothing game. Like fucking
it's the original do nothing game. Adventure Capitalist copied Cookie Clicker, for the record, but Cookie Clicker is the most in-depth one, because I'll have right now I am baking between all of my cursors, my farms, my cookie mines, my factories, my banks, the banks generate cookies from interest, my fractal engines, my antimatter condensers. I'm currently baking quadrillions of cookies a second.
Quadrillions of cookies a second?
And this is all whilst the Grandma Apocalypse is happening, but that is with the help of Cromlaw the Cookie Dragon, who I do sacrifice buildings to give me various auras that help my cookie baking. There is also there's a stock market, so I get to feel like a finance bro whilst I'm playing this game. So there's the cookie stocks. The Grandma Apocalypse happens when you buy a bingo facility that also doubles up as a research center, and then eventually there's an upgrade called One Mind that you buy. And that means that the grandmas all hive mind, and then there are these things called wrinklers that attach themselves to your cookies, and they like suck up cookies.
Yeah, good. Stop talking.
They get more cookies when you...
Stop.
Oh, God!
Oh, no. Wow. Oh. It's a prompt.
Okay.
Conveniently timed to shut you the fuck up. Today's... We will talk more about Cookie Clicker, I'm sure. But today's prompt is... Well, I say prompt. It's not actually our first phrase.
Yes.
Should Star Wars have more sequels?
Who's that from, Brandon?
It's from our friend Jack Lauder. Thank you very much. Lauder.
Who knows? It's an eternal mystery.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be a very short podcast.
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't.
No,
we're done. Thanks, Disney, for everything you've done.
Anyway, so if you like this podcast,
no. Well, I mean, it can lead on to a good debate. To be fair, no, I don't think we should have any more movie sequels.
No.
I think what Disney are doing with some of the shows is good, and I say some. I haven't seen Ahsoka. I know. Shoot me. I need to watch it. But
yeah, I would have thought you would have seen Ahsoka.
Yeah, do you know what I've been doing instead? I've just been rewatching Smallville. So
what's Smallville?
What's Smallville? Smallville,
yeah,
my son, is a show that aired in 2001, went for 10 seasons. It is about Clark Kent growing up in Smallville before he becomes Superman.
Wait, is it canonically called Smallville?
Yes, because he grows up in Smallville.
This makes me feel significantly better about every place name that I've ever generated for any fantasy thing ever.
Yes. Wait, have you place names around like everywhere are just crap. Like they're just awful. Like they're usually just what's here. It's called this now.
Yes.
That's usually what it is.
With the
Like,
exception of the Algarve southern Portuguese town Monte Gordo, which means fat mountain, which is in a valley.
well, I'm sure there's fat mountains around it.
No, the mountains are pretty thin.
Sure. Anyway, sure. If you're like a cover model, you're like a cover model mountain. You're like I'm skinny. But no, yeah. So Smallville it was a show that ran for 10 years. It's very like famous. It was very well received. It went for a long time. I watched it like as a child because it was like on Channel 4 or something every now and then. And then as I got older, it was just something that I was very nostalgic for me. And then I went back and watched it. And I've been rewatching it. Like this is my third run through of it.
Jeez,
yeah.
How many episodes does it have?
Well, it's 10 seasons of 22 episodes apiece.
Oof.
45 minutes. It's old school show. It's when shows had to have like episodes. And like, yeah, it's very like yeah, it's really good. For the time, it was really good as well. You have to remember like 2001. But if you look at it now, if you watch some of the obviously some of the CGI and shit and obviously it's like CW like contrived drama in some places. But again, I think it's, you know, nostalgia, and I think it's a fun watch anyway. But anyway, Star Wars, for one topic to another. Yeah, I haven't watched it. I like The Mandalorian, as did everyone.
Yes,
but
the Mandalorian was nice.
I haven't. Book of Boba Fett, irrelevant. And obviously most of the animated shows are good as well. Go on.
The weird thing with Book of Boba Fett is that Boba Fett, right? it baffles me because he is, for all of Star Wars, a villain and pretty chill with being a villain. Mm-hmm. So why the fuck, when he gets his own show, does he go, "No, I'm going to be the good guy now. I'm done with being a bounty hunter, but I'm still a bounty hunter, but I'm done with being an evil one. I'm a good one now."
Well, he's not a bounty hunter anymore. That's the point. He becomes the new Jabba the Hutt. He becomes the new crime lord. So he's not even a good guy.
He isn't though, because he's like, "I'm going to treat these people right."
Yeah, he's a good crime lord. He's one of the good ones.
That doesn't exist. That's not a thing.
That isn't what I thought you were going to say about it either. I thought you were going to say, why does the Book of Boba Fett, why in a series called the Book of Boba Fett, why does its best episodes consist of not having Boba Fett in it? Why are its best episodes about the Mandalorian?
And also, why does no episode have a book?
Oh, why is no one even reading a story from a book?
Why is it? Okay, Brandon, do you actually know this? Why is it called the Book of Boba Fett?
I don't know why it's called the Book of Boba Fett.
Hang on, I'm going to search this because I'm. Keep talking.
No, but I was going to. But no, I agree. I agree that they should have. First off, let's start from the beginning for the story of Boba Fett. That's for the people who haven't watched Star Wars nor care about it. Boba Fett is a bounty hunter throughout the galaxy. Now, he appears in 2 of the Star Wars movies and has, I think, a total of 2 lines for the 2 Star Wars movies he's in. And I'm not even shitting you. I think it's like, "He's no good to me, dead," and what's the other one? What's the other one he gets? Is it like load him up onto the cargo thing or something? I don't know. He gets like another line. Maybe it's 3. Anyway, but from this, he becomes one of the most idealized people in the canon of Star Wars. People loved him. He was just a cool fucking guy. And then he dies in the next film. Well, in quotation marks, dies. He gets eaten by the Sarlacc pit. And if you say this is a spoiler, grow up. It came out in the 80s. He gets thrown in a Sarlacc pit, and he's, for all intents and purposes, dead. And then in the expanded canon, he comes back. And then when Disney bought Star Wars and they took all of the really good expanded canon that people had written over the last 30 years and threw it all away, they still decided to bring him back.
Yeah.
But this time in a lamer way. And yeah, now he becomes part of the Sand People, the Tuscan Raiders, and then he becomes a good guy. Ethan, I can tell you're itching with with excitement to tell me why it's called the Book of Boba Fett.
I have been staring at this, trying to stifle a laugh for that entire thing. Right, you want to know why it's called the Book of Boba Fett?
Why is it called the Book of Boba Fett?
So, Brandon, you know the Bible?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
So you know how the Bible has books in it, like the Book of Job and stuff like that, which specifically relates to a single person. This is the Bob of Boba Fett. The Bob? Did I say the Bob?
The Bob of Boba Fett, as is what you said.
What the fuck is up with me? This is the Book of Boba Fett in the Bible of the Mandalorian.
Wow.
And then everyone on this is going like, I like it. Yeah, that makes sense. I like it.
No, it doesn't make sense.
And then one person going, because the Mandalorian was already taken.
Yeah, pretty much.
But my god, that's fucking hilarious.
Do you know why it makes sense? Do you know what the most thing about it that makes sense is? It explains why the Mandalorian's in it more than Boba Fett is.
Yes.
That's all that does. It's like New Testament fucking Bible where Jesus is in it more than the apostates are, right? Like,
oh yes.
I think that's right. Anyway, I think it's apostate. No, well, I don't. Whatever they're called, the followers of Jesus, the people who wrote the fucking book, right?
Apostle.
Apostle. Apostate's a word for something.
Okay, let me get a definition.
It's something to do with the Bible. Maybe it's like the people who turned against him, or summit.
Yes, actually, you're completely correct. An apostate is a person who renounces a religious or political belief or principle.
Oh shit! Guess I'm an apostate.
Yeah. For example, all of the people who were on that Brexit bus who were then apostates of Brexit.
I don't think Brexit could be classed as a religious ideal.
No, it's political view or belief as well.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah,
is it really?
So it doesn't have to just be religious; it's political view as well.
Oh.
So yeah, they are apostates of the Brexit bus. That big red one.
The apostates of the Brexit bus.
Brandon, I think we found our episode title.
That's my band name. That's my new band name. Apostates of the Brexit bus.
Oh, that's very funny.
That's so good. We need to. That's our new merch. It's not. Did you go to Israel? It's. I'm an apostate of the Brexit bus.
Apostate of the Brexit bus. That's in the Book of Boris. What do you have? You have the Book of Nigel, which
yeah. Well, no.
Which is just
Nigel's just Judas. Nigel's like he's a character in the Book of Boris.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nigel's a character in the Book of Boris. The Book of Boris follows.
You got the Book of Cameron. You got the Book of Cameron.
Yes.
The short stories of Theresa May. And the Book of Boris.
And then after that, you have the shortest of all the books. So short that I've actually forgotten her name.
What?
Who was the prime minister that was like?
Oh, what, for like a week?
Yeah. I've actually forgotten her name.
What was her name? Hell? Oh my god, I can't find it. I actually can't find it. Promise for a week. Britain. Recently. No, that's Rishi Sunak. I know who our current one is. Liz Truss.
Liz Truss. There you go.
Elizabeth Truss.
That's the shortest book, and that's
that's like 8 pages.
Oh, what's the Book of the Apocalypse in the Bible? That's Liz Truss's book.
Not Exodus. What is it called?
Revelations?
Yes, probably.
I can't. I can't remember. I've looked up what each of the books are, and it was very interesting looking at like what each one goes through. So like at one point in time, I knew the general kind of overarching.
Revelation, yeah.
It is Revelation.
Yeah.
Okay. Because at one point in time, I actually knew kind of like the overarching theme, I guess, or
narrative, like the through line of the Bible.
Yeah. Which does change a lot because I mean it's a compilation, you know. The Old Testament is just the Torah.
They're all okay. Not to get too political, but I think it's very common knowledge that despite what you believe of the people who wrote it, the people who wrote it were still just dudes. They were blokes. They were guys.
Yes, completely.
They were men.
You know, as someone who's religious, you know, I do believe Jesus was infallible, but that doesn't mean that his apostles are infallible. You know, it's that they were just people completely prone to error, prone to the fact that a whole bunch of this stuff was told by oral tradition before it was even written down.
Yeah, and this actually, maybe I should have asked this question at some other point, but like, is it true that the first time it mentions Jesus doing anything sort of like beyond, or like mentions him being the Son of God, is it true that that's written in like the book of John, who wasn't even like one of the followers?
I have no clue. I'm not going to lie. I have no clue. I just know that there are so many translations that really change.
Oh yeah, no, I know that.
The ideas, like the one of my favorite examples is the idea. You know how sometimes people will try and justify, oh, men better than women because woman was made as a
Adam's rib. Yeah.
And she was made as a helper to Adam, whereas the actual translation from Hebrew is closer to like the word savior. Like Eve wasn't created to you know just help Adam out. She was created to rescue him. You know,
right? That's really interesting because I also I read something the other did I read it? Was this read or watched? Oh, I can't remember. I have this information in my head.
Yes,
but it's obviously Eve was not Adam's first wife. It was Lilith first. Mm-hmm. And something that I remember somebody saying was like, there could be two, because there's different translations of like that beginning part. There could also almost be two stories. One of, because it was like God says man was made, or man and woman were made in God's image. So man and woman were made equally right there and then, right? And what this guy was saying was like that is very much could be a reference to Lilith, who had her own free will and her own agendas, and then ended up betraying Adam. And because of that, God then made Eve from Adam to be a part of man, rather than a separate entity with man. And that's just true. He was discussing this. I can't remember where the fuck I saw it. It definitely was a video now, but it was something about like because of all the mistranslations. Maybe they're not mistranslations. Maybe they're just two separate stories from Genesis.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, you know, people twist stuff for their own kind of ideological sake. And a lot of the stories in the Bible were you know, because I know that those arguments of going, oh, you can't say some things are real and some things aren't, but the fact of the matter is that there was a lot of metaphor in the Bible. These things would have been clearer back in the time, and also, you know, they were there to be presented as stories. So yeah, of course, some things, you know, the people telling the stories would have decided at some point that, oh, this sounds way better. You know, I tell stories all the time and I make up shit. Like pathological, you know, I'll say, oh, this happened the other week, and it'll be something that happened like 2 years ago to me.
Yeah, exactly. You'll just twist certain details without even realizing it, and then after you finish the story, you'll go, why did I say it like that? That was not. That's not even remotely true. But you know what? It was sort of true, so it will stay. Yeah, we now have a special guest on the podcast.
Yes, my dog has been barking. It's because it is actually Halloween as we record it.
Yeah.
That says a lot of people going outside the house. Honey feels the need to mouth off every single time someone passes.
And so yes, we understand the irony that we didn't record our Halloween episode on Halloween. We also did not know we would be recording it on Halloween. We sort of just decided to do it today. So Everyone
Also,
shut up.
yeah, if you're upset about that, fuck you. These things take time to edit. I'm not releasing a Halloween episode on the day we record it. Thank you.
Yeah. In summary, fuck you. But back to our
Yeah.
debate about religious texts. No, yeah, I mean,
No. I think this is tangent, Brandon.
Brandon.
We've gone off topic now. We can't go back.
Oh, we can't get back.
No, not allowed. Not anymore.
What if I do enough tangents, like turning right a bunch of times to get it back?
Have you seen the Wikipedia game where you kind of have...
That is exactly what I was about to reference.
Were you thinking?
I was listening to say, we'll just go through all the blue links.
The
the
Wikipedia game, yeah, of going back to the Bible. All right, Brandon, give me a random Wikipedia article.
Oh,
give me
what?
something.
Wait, and we have to go back to the Bible.
I'm gonna go back to the Bible right now.
Okay.
We're gonna do this
as far away from it as possible. I need to get something as far away from it as possible. I've got to think. Shh, everyone, shut up. I'm thinking.
Yeah, shush.
Imagine like the countdown clock.
We'll keep talking as we're doing this, but I am actually going to get out a Wikipedia article and we're going to do this.
Done.
Yeah.
The countdown, the TV show, the British TV show.
Countdown, the TV show.
Yeah, we've got to get back to the Bible.
Okay, do you think countdown or oh no, that's just give me a countdown timer.
Or the concept of a countdown?
No. Do you think 8 out of 10 cats or the regular countdown is the better version?
8 out of 10 cats does countdown. Well, first off, I think 8 out of 10 cats does countdown is the better version because it's more entertaining while still being educational in a certain way. Sorry, original countdown. However, I am one of those liking original countdowns kind of people. I do just love sitting there doing a word scramble. That is me. It's a bit of me. So
right. So my first link is Yorkshire.
Okay, go on. Now you got to read out every single link that you're going to come across.
Okay, yeah. Brandon, what do you like? Okay, wait. So I have to read all the links.
Well, yeah, because I feel like we could do it together.
Okay.
Fun game.
Right. So historic county, Northern England, United Kingdom, periodic reform, cultural region, North Yorkshire, West Yorkshire,
cultural
South
region.
Yorkshire.
Right, cultural region.
Yeah, let's go for that. Cultural region in anthropology. Easy peasy. Culture, societies, linguists, cultures. Yeah. Knowledge, beliefs. There we go. Beliefs.
There we go.
There we go. All right, we're getting there. Religion. There we go. Yeah. There's religion. Religious faith. Religion. Okay, let's just go straight to religion. Oh, and then religions. There's Christianity right there. Right, and we're so close. We're so close.
All we need is the Bible.
Oh, we're so close, Brandon. We're so close, Brandon. We're so close. Where's the mention of the Bible here? You can't have a page on Christianity and then not have the Bible. Why is it not right at the top?
We've been
links at the top. Christianity, God, eternal, created. Oh, hang on. This is because it's God and Christianity. It's not Christianity. If I click the link for Christianity, take me to Christianity, not God in Christianity. That's.
Hey,
you've just given me fake news. Scripture, the Bible.
There we go.
Well done, Ethan. So to recap, we went from Countdown, the game show, to Yorkshire, to cultural area, to anthropology, to culture, to belief, to religion, to Christianity, to God in Christianity, to the Bible.
To the Bible. Well done. Do you feel better? Do you feel good for doing that?
I do. I love that game. It's actually it's quite fun. Just picking one thing and then a thing that you're like, these things shouldn't be linked, and then you can link them. And I quite enjoy that. I'm sure if we weren't trying to make an episode right now of Tangent, and I could actually spend some time just silently looking at all the links, that I could have done that in way shorter. Because I'm sure thinking, Yorkshire probably has some reference in that Yorkshire article to Christianity somewhere.
Well, once you were on Christianity bit, I was like, oh, you know what we could have done? We could have gone through like the books and linguists way because obviously the Bible's the most read book in the world, the most printed book in the world as well.
I forget
could've gone
that's a
that way.
fact a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I do think that's. You know what's interesting? I don't know if you know this, Brandon. So
I do.
you know where it says, and I guess for our American listeners, this will be more of an interesting thing. But when you have ye, like you have ye old tavern or something like that, that's not a y, that's a th.
Yes,
because
I actually do know this.
because of
Ethan,
the
do you
old
know who told
letter
me?
thorn.
Do you know who told me about the old letter of thorn?
Was it me?
It was you.
Yeah. I love just language in general. I spent a very long time looking into. I was just thinking about this from earlier. But I was looking into the origins of place names in the UK and how much it is just like, yeah, this is just what's there. Like Bedford. It's so I would have thought
there was a bed. Someone went, I got it.
I thought it was originally like the bed of the river where you cross it, like the ford. So it's a bed of the river ford, but actually it's Bede, who was some form of a bishop, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So Bedford.
I mean,
it's his crossing.
If it was a ford, you are missing a J. Also, it's very small for a fjord.
But you can still call it, because it is still referencing crossing water. Because in English you can spell it FORD as well.
Right, yeah, but I'm pretty sure a fjord is like a clear stream, but like massive. It's like a massive river. It's like it would be the size of the Thames, but in between two.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm talking about a ford as in like a place where you can cross a river because the river's shallow enough to like go across it.
Oh, I was thinking of like the Slavic. Anyway.
No.
Well, I mean, saying that, and speaking of fucking Smallville, did you know that? I don't know if in the show, I don't know if the show, and I don't know if there's even a real place called Smallville. There probably is, but there's in the show that's called Smallville not because the town is small, but because it was established by the Smalls. What was their surname?
I like that. I like little inconsistencies like that. It's like in fucking to do our obligatory community reference.
Of course,
it's like the English Memorial Spanish Center.
Yeah.
Which is named after English Memorial, a Portuguese sailor.
Yeah, he thought he could cure syphilis by finding the pattern of you.
Yeah.
And that's located right above North Hall, which is west of the South Hall, or something like that. Yeah. God. Community.
Love it.
Anyway, Ethan, have you enjoyed our conversation about whether or not Star Wars should have more sequels and the abrupt answer of no?
Yeah, I did. I really quite enjoyed this, despite my dogs barking.
Dogs?
Woo!
But okay, all right, chill out. Fucking hell. Anyway, this has been that conversation, and shut the fuck up, bro. I'm trying to do the goddamn outro.
Sorry.
Jesus. Woof. Once again, remember to send your prompts in to tangentpodcastideas@gmail.com or on the Instagram. You're so fucking annoying. Going _ tangent. And anyway, despite Ethan's best efforts, we'll see you next time. Until then, I am a fjord of a man.
And I'm a very manly Muppet.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Get out.
Sorry, I keep getting to start. I keep hearing like one or two barks. All right, Ush. Hello and welcome to Tangent. I am Brandon Ilsley, and I'm obviously joined by
my dog's barking. Sorry, I'm also being called. Give me 1 second.
Should we just stop? Will we record?
Yeah.